Hi there, Sprinkles, giving you another yummy update. Earlier today, we saw some breaking news from Jack Mallers.
Okay, emergency press conference. Ripple is undermining American prosperity and freedom. I can confirm, Ripple is actively spending millions of dollars trying to undermine a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the United States of America.
I love you all, friends. So, yes, what we're seeing is there's a lot of cope. Now, friends, I want Bitcoin win and decentralize and cypherpunk. I want them. I have to separate what I want from what is happening out there in the marketplace. And you do too. What we want is one hand. What's the wave saying? The wave of people is saying, we just want a coin that goes up. We want to feel like we're early. We're in a different army. We want government partnerships. That's Ripple's product market fit. Ripple is known as banker's coin. There's a product market fit. People are like, oh, I like the tech, but I want to be with the government and the bank. That's people. That's why. That's how people who buy it. That's what they believe. Now the price is going up, so I guess they'll believe anything. So it doesn't really matter at that point. But you get to see, friends, that from this perspective, there's going to be a lot of cope and seething and coping all over. Remember, he also said Ripple created all of the currency itself, issued to itself, and sells it to the public. Yeah, it's true, man. It is true. But what are you going to do, man? Also, shout out to Scum Nipple Bank Coin. That's actually funny. Nipple Bank Coin. Yeah, man, look, ultimately, everyone knows, dude, we're here to make money. We're all here to make money. We want to beat a Bitcoin early. Everyone. I want to buy a Bitcoin at $1 and stuff. Everyone feels like that. There's always a product market fit for that. I want to join a new nation that grows big. That's the appeal and that's the dream. But look at XRP's price, man. It just, yeah. But yeah, it is true that Ripple are spending millions of dollars with the government, on the government, to try to get them, like, they don't want a Bitcoin strategic reserve. They want a crypto reserve where it buys all the coins. The government to do that. And then Bitcoin maxis want, no, Bitcoin's the way, the truth, the light. So that's why, friends, see, ultimately, you can see now everything I'm saying. You can see, like, man, he's like, bro, we're like, we're right at the cusp. Altcoins are just going to go up and they're going to be great. That's pretty much it. That's the 4-year cycle. Well, effectively, what they're doing is, friends, you're seeing how, I want you to think about this. Just think about the momentum of altcoins and everything that's happening right now, with the context of Bitcoin dominance that we're seeing right here. So Bitcoin dominance has still been like, it's flipped red on the weekly super trend, but we're still waiting to see what happens here. Remember, this is pretty much as inverse ETH-BTC. Ethereum has been crushed. Its bones have been crushed. And we're waiting for better times. You belong to me. So ETH-BTC, I've called the bottom. I think this is the bottom. There's just, look at this, dude, Bloomberg article. Nobody is interested in your crypto philosophizing. You also have Freddie Kroeger. I honestly don't think Ethereum will survive. The MySpace Facebook analogy holds here. Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. Look, I'm just telling you, you guys all coming out at one time to poop on the BlackRock friendly chain, which is Ethereum. It is BlackRock friendly. It is government friendly. It is. Okay, and the way everything works, it is all friendly to them. It is capable. They understand it. They go, cool, we could take over these. By the way, they got JP Mosquito and stuff out here. A lot of consensus. Or they got connections there, friends. So it reminds us of when we're getting all the FUD of Bitcoin in 2022, and then Rocco Negro are buying in the background. Then the ETF comes, right? So it reminds us that. Please, I got to remind you, please, if you're going to play around in meme coins, just use a lottery ticket, man. Barron rugged us. Barron rugged. Okay, this is a common theme, friends. There's always there's rugging happening everywhere. See, 5-minute chart, 99% down. But he's so tall. Barron, did you see how tall he is? Barron, now, see, friends, ultimately, you understand the mindshare game. Look, man, celebrity tokens suck. They do, man. They just do. They just, for some reason, they're just, like, why? It's because, like, if you're a real celebrity of crypto, we won't even be calling you a celebrity. You know, you'll just have your own meme already in here. So, because the mindshare's got to be sticky. You've got to keep pumping it and promoting it. And by the way, it's really, really risky because the thing eventually goes down in the bear market and then you've got to commit for 3 years. If you're not balls enough for it, or you're not up for it, well, yeah, your reputation gets tarnished. But friends, also these people are psychopaths. They don't do it because like they don't care. That's the sad part. So I want to tell you they don't care. They don't really care, friends. I know right now there's pro-political, pro-feelings of like really, well, the government likes me and like I trust the government. They're my friend now. They're doing everything for me. Please, man, don't let yourself fall into that. You know how this is going to end, okay? You know government's not our friend. Politicians are not our friends. They'll never be our friends, okay? You know for a fact as well, friend, this is extreme. You know it's dangerous to start thinking like that, dude. When has that ever worked out for anybody in history? Hey, government, you're definitely my friend, okay? That eventually, you know, ends up happening at that point. So that's why we made crypto in the first place. But I understand there's been a pendulum swing. So don't be mid-curve and just sit on the sidelines as well. Shout out to this absolute beast of a man. These are all buys on the Richard Hart core coin, purple Bitcoin. So Richard's got 40,000 out of 150,000 of them. See all the buys here? Buy. Okay, friends, this is what we call the conviction play. I love this. This is made by Bold Leonidas. This is awesome. I love it, man. The conviction play. I love his stickers and stuff. He always posts the conviction play. Buy. That's it. That's the conviction play, friends. You're getting it in because you believe in the fundamentals. You buy the top of the range. Oh, now the price is cheap. Now I'm going to get the bottom of the range. There's no sells. You believe in it. You're holding. You believe. That's what it comes down to. No more BlackRock BTC. It's time for the people's BTC. That's pretty much what he's saying. Also, remember the super beautiful Easter egg now on PulseCoinlist stats page. There is now Sommi mode, which if you click on the top right, Sommi mode gets activated and shows you the rest of the Richard Hart core coins. You have pDAI at 1.8 cents. You've got the purple Bitcoin, the people's Bitcoin, $1,600. We're praying that these go to parity. This is a DickWifButt, which is obviously older than Bitcoin. So it's also there as well. Also DickWifButt, named Richard as well. So it's kind of funny. These are, friends, looking at all of these core coins. Again, this one's a fun one. But these definitely Richard owns, so we can confirm he owns all of these pretty much. We don't even know how much he owns of ink. There's no origin address for ink. But I'm just showing you these are nice. Nice to see the green and everything's coming together. Now, I mentioned this earlier as well. Richard Hart posted the 6th time about the pTokens. He's mentioned there's pDAI in here. He shows everything. Pretty much all these pTokens, a screenshot you've never seen before. That's actually from GoPulse. So these coins are free for millions of Ethereum and ERC token folks, by the way. So that's the goal. Sommi mode is activated. As you get to see, friends, these pTokens, that's Richard's meme interpretation of it. A lot of people, so some people, you know, like we saw KDP and other people saying, hey, Richard's got to launch a meme coin and pivot that way. Look, man, I know these aren't like memes, but for Richard, this is appropriate for him. So that's the thing, friends. Memes have got to be appropriate for the descendant of the founder, of whoever makes them. So Richard's obviously, I don't think he's like a culture guy. And I think you don't think I don't think he's a culture dude. I don't think he's like a guy where he's like, oh, I'm gonna make like a funny word and it's gonna be mine and we're gonna like a retardio or I'm a good giga chat. I don't think those things are appropriate for him. I think a Richard Hart type of guy is everything he's been doing. His whole ethos of like, they're all decentralized. The pTokens, they're, if you think about it, they're memes in themselves. Firstly, everybody says they're useless, trash copies, just like memes, number one. Number two, Richard always thinks big. So he doesn't want one word to like be done with it in terms of an idea. The pTokens, they have the same logo and the same name on the chain as all the other Ethereum version tokens. So it's got a MindLink there. So people recognize it. They go, oh, I have a DAI on Ethereum, now I have a DAI on PulseChain, pDAI. I have Chainlink on Ethereum, I have Chainlink on PulseChain, okay? There's also named Link, and there's the Aave ones, you see? So it's kind of like, it's got like this ode, this linking out. Friends, it's kind of like, imagine we found out there was a mirror world of us right now. There was an actual shadow mirror world, and then we could go look at, like, if your name's like Jessica, you go and find what like Shadow Jessica is doing today. You know what I mean? Maybe she's not drinking orange juice. Maybe she's drinking apple juice for the day. You know, this weird, twisted world. There's plenty of orange juice in the fridge. They're going to go off. Why do you go for the apple juice? It's a bit too sweet on Saturday morning, they say sometimes. So that's the type of stuff you'd be looking at, because you're like, oh, that other Jessica's, it's a shadow version of me. It's like a dark matter version of me. But it's got my name. I want to have a look at it. You know, it's almost like that type of connection out here. So we'll see what happens when the prices go up. You're already seeing, I mean, like, this ain't no accident, Habibi. Okay, this pDAI 1.8 cents. Just to let you know, friends, I want it to peg in 2 seconds. But what I do is I set myself goals. I'm like, you know what? I would enjoy a 10-cent June pDAI price. Just like it's personally for me, because I'm like, hey, it's coming together. Okay, that's nice. Don't forget, eDAI evolved into pDAI, just like a Pokemon. Okay, it's actually, friends, it's a funny Pokemon because it's circle, it's bland, it's like a 2D thing as well. So that's pretty much what I think everyone's going to eventually come to the same conclusion, because actually it is purely decentralized. By the way, for everyone in pDAI community, especially PulseChain, see, friends, on Twitter, we tag hashtag pDAI because there's no, you can't tag $pDAI because unfortunately, people coming into the chain, they type in the ticker pDAI and they get scammed because there's a fake interpret. There's a fake evil person did this, just like fake scammers. They take off, they play on people's like inability to know. So the ticker is DAI on PulseChain. Now, the thing is, the maker DAO, the original DAI, it's getting phased out. So like the pDAI community, we might actually be most of the mind share one day. We just take over it. It's like we're doing a community takeover of DAI. That'd be funny. And also as a friendly reminder, friends, remember, what I speak about these a lot. Dude, it's first cycle unicorn stuff, okay? PulseChain is first cycle unicorn stuff. The whole freaking chain's undervalued. The meme coins are undervalued. The altcoins are undervalued. Everything on there is literally undervalued. The PLS's SPI is undervalued, friends. It is literally undervalued. Not just by a little bit either. I mean, like, PLS is only 850 million market cap. Okay, and even if you add up the core coins, it's like 2 or 3 billion. Okay, but when people come in, they don't give a crap about the core coins. They're just looking at, oh, why is this thing only 850 million market cap? Okay, friends, literally, not to give hopium, but it's true, okay? You and I have only seen Ethereum go down and crush PulseChain's price. Okay, we've only seen PulseChain exist in a world with a bleeding Ethereum. What's the world going to look like when Ethereum gains an erection? What's going to look like? So that's why I'm optimistic for that world. That's what we're playing for. Also, a bit of political stuff that I just found. Just to give you an insight into like not trusting governments and stuff out here. Friends, look at this. Breaking. Marco Rubio demands immediate halt to virtually all foreign aid. Okay, this is fulfilling executive order from Donald Trump. Look when you scroll down. Because you're already wondering, it specifies that foreign military financing for Egypt and Israel will continue. So see the fine print stuff, friends. As you can see, I'm like, see, this is kind of like your window into like, there's a news event and then there's, oh, that's the reality. Okay, so maybe when we get to the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve at the end, they sign it in, they might change a bit something. They might change a bit from it. Where they say, hey, we have to buy X amount, but like they might say something like, oh, we've got to, instead of like we have to buy 200,000 every year, maybe they say like they remove that. They just have to accumulate 1 million Bitcoin over the next 10 years. They might say something like that, which means that they don't have to specifically buy more than like 10,000 BTC in the bear market in 2026. You see what, like they might change the fine print when it comes to that, but the news headline will just be Bitcoin, Altcoin Strategic Reserve. We're all going to make it. Check this out. Interesting choice for the coin Trump is holding in CNBC. Imagine. So this is BCB. So Trump is holding XRP here. Trump crypto plans have Wall Street CEOs ready to jump into digital assets. So I'm showing this here for you, friends, because on one hand, Ripple's one of the most hated companies and coins in crypto from Bitcoin and Ethereum and everybody else. Because they're so centralized, they just do the dumping of it's pretty much like SEC couldn't even call them a security, even though they are. Now, on the other hand, I don't care about that, bro. Like, I care about you. Like, if you're holding it, there's friends and family in it. I want their bags to pump, man. I want their bags to pump. You know, so, but then some people might say, oh, but you know, are you sacrificing moles and stuff for prices? You always hear people say that. I'm like, bro, who the hell are you? You're not paying bills for me and my family and my friends. You know, you're not giving them hopes and dreams. You're telling them to buy a $110,000 BTC and you're going to tell them to hold 18 years. Okay, bro. But they can see waves of people that don't want to hold 18 years. They're firming into something else. So the cycle's just going to play out however it is, and we just got to deal with it. There's been a lot of talks of this Bitcoin Strategic Reserve from Ripple, the fighting as well. So I do believe, friends, my double bubble alt season prophecy, I really feel it, man. I really feel it. Like, it just, everything has been lining up. Like, think about it. It doesn't, like, this is like an extra cherry on top now. It's just really telling us we're going to get 2 waves of alt season at some point. Okay, 2 waves when it's ready to go. wave 1, and then everyone thinks it's over, and then nope, wave 2. I really feel something like that, man. Look, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know, and take profits and do all the, you got to do your adult stuff, take your chips off the table, but that's what I'm feeling. Also, shout out to Matty Allen. He made this post here, friends. So a lot of people get debanked, right? Look at this. Matty Allen, he made this post. The old SEC is in trouble. They harassed Hexicans. They debanked me with Operation Choke Point 2 for interviewing Richard. They sent me a second subpoena just this week out of spite. You're the ones on a list now of government corruption. Our righteous elected officials are gonna smite these evil criminals. So corrupt SEC agent Matthew Gold, okay? Instead of Matthew Gold, we'll call him Matthew Gulp. You know exactly what he's been gulping on a Friday night. If you debanked innocent witnesses, you should be debanked. Yes. Friends, just to let you know when you have a crypto, I know we joke that it's just Ponzi money, but it's actually your own bank account. So that's actually what it is. It's an international bank account. It lives on the internet that no one can press delete on. That's what it is. So yeah, it's. I think what they're doing is literally criminal action. It's disgusting. And yes, they're telling us, friends, all of them, all of these corrupt officials, they harmed America. They harmed the bad guys and the good guys. They harmed too many good guys. So now we're going to feel the wrath of Donald Trump lifting all the regulation. Don't forget, we've got $13 billion for Soylana unlocking all these billions and billions and billions of dollars all coming out here. And yes, so the Sol unlock schedule been waiting for a long time. It feels like, man, everyone's complacent. They were like, because let me just show you, man. Look, it's tough, isn't it? Because on one hand, you're like, wait, I know this is extremely dangerous to be holding for any coin. If I remove the coin and I just said, hey, there's a coin that's done this against Ethereum and there's a $13 billion unlock here, what do? You know, okay, you sell. But because Raoul Pal and Kyle Chassé and Crypto Banter and Miles and everyone's saying Soylana, I love you, Soylana, you have won the competition. Donald Trump, you launched a coin on Soylana. Because you're hearing that all day from the mainstream, you're like, no, this time is different. You're like, no, Donald Trump is betting on this chain now. This can't be anything significant. I'm just saying, man, bro, like, didn't I tell you, friends, I made a post. I'm very, very cautious about this, but on the Trump inauguration, right before it, I made a post saying, oh my gosh, it's actually dumping now. Right here, friends, I said, look, man, I'm not calling the top. I'm just telling you. Actually, I did say, look, man, if you're on side, take some profit before the inauguration. It's like the most classic sell the news event. And look at that, man, just straight on it. Bang! And look, the price action is going. By the way, Melania Trump coin launched before the inauguration, hours before, and people said that this dump was only Melania coin. But then look what ends up happening later on anyway. See, friends, it's a sell the news anyway. It's breaking down below the triangle, down to $27. Now, where is this going to go? I don't know. I just find it interesting. Hit $70, like Bitcoin hit 70K-ish, 69K in 2021. And it would be funny if this thing goes back down to $15, just like how Bitcoin hit 15K. That would be an 80% drop. That would be funny if it comes back down here and then we round off and we just see what happens. But man, it's on Soylana. But here's the thing with Trump, friends. He's rugged his other 4 projects. So can you guarantee me he's not going to make another Ethereum launch coin, meme coin later on? You can't guarantee me that. Having some fun as well. Now, PulseChain community, friends, I ratioed the hell out of Uniswap. You can just swap things. This is on Twitter, and then I'm like, I can't swap Hex. So this is the truth, friends. You can't swap Hex on Uniswap. They delisted it. They banned it. But you can swap into and buy. You can buy honeypots, scams, imposter tokens, rugs, hyperinflationary tokens. You can buy all of them and lose all your money in 5 seconds, but you can't join a 250,000 strong community. Explain that for me. Explain that. And I say, oh, but the SEC. Oh, you mean the corrupt SEC that you were using to backstab the rest of the crypto industry, who then the same SEC went and backstabbed you, Uniswap. Oh, you mean that SEC. You mean the same SEC that called Soylana a security in June of 2023, and then Donald Trump, the president, launched a meme coin on the chain? Oh, you mean that? You mean that SEC? Interesting. They got ratioed hard. Shout out to Johnny Chaos as well. So, as you can see, friends, PulseChain is a moggers chain. We're mogging all the non-believers. I want you to know, friends, look, when you're, in investing, okay, you're not betting on good times always being here. That's not investing. In fact, that's not even life. That's not friendships, friends. Okay, friendships, there's going to be tough times. There's going to be times where, let's say you got a really close friend. There's going to be times where you're feeling sad or they're feeling sad. Maybe their partner at home is giving them hell. Maybe they're low on money. Maybe they're depressed. Maybe they're trying to lose weight. You get it? Maybe their job is sexual. Maybe their worker, they have a boss that's sexually harassing them. Okay, maybe they find out. You know what I mean? Maybe they took things wrong at the work Christmas party. They were drinking orange juice together. You understand? People form a connection over that. A lot of things go through people's mind. There's a tough time. That's why it's not just always let's celebrate, do handstands and eat jelly beans and watch like Mickey Mouse on Saturdays. You know, the amazing times of your life. It's not just that. It's a tough times as well. Same with your friends and family. Well, it's the same thing with crypto. It's the same thing with investing in stocks as well. So you're not investing because there's going to be good times forever, because there never is. Okay, you're investing based off their ability to fight back, to come back. What we call mean reversion. Mean reversion, back to the mean. That's what you're playing for. So when you see PulseChain, yeah, man, it's been tough. But 99% couldn't kill him. What's next? Richard Hart, Interpol. No one believes it, bro. You are literally, your man titties are lactating soy milk every day. You can see the sweat from their shirts. No one trusts this Interpol trash. No one. It's so obvious. Donald Trump, mugshot. A year later, president. How'd that happen, huh? Donald, friends, I remember all Australian media. Australian media is just so trash. Do you know how much they've been trashing Donald Trump every day for how long? All these years ago. Donald Trump, sexual abuse, he's a rapist, all these things. Like 2 seconds and I just have to change the channel, because every time it's always bad. And bro, like trusting the media keeps you poor. You know, before we had crypto, it was just opinions. So like, who cares? Opinions mean nothing. But now that we have crypto, you can actually directly see their opinion loses you money. How about that? How about our friendship? Like, subscribe, belly button and all.